Hi, welcome to the Two Lucky Gunners channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on Colt single action Frontier Scout in 22 long rifle. This is a single action revolver that was manufactured by Colt Firearms from 1957 until early 1970s, like 1970-71, where they phased out the new Frontiers and replaced them, or phased out the Frontiers and replaced them with the new Frontiers, which had adjustable sights on the rear, and those were manufactured from like 1971 through 1977. Back in the late 50s, when this came out, Ruger already had the single sixes in production, and there was a big phase with the cowboy movies, and everyone was enjoying single action shooting at that time. And Colt was a little late to the game, but they made these scaled down about 7/8 of a scale of the original single action armies, the Peacemakers, that were known for the gun that won the West. This one is a nickel plated, dates from the late 1960s. Again, it's a Colt single action Frontier Scout, and this one is just chambered in 22 long rifle. It has the beautiful walnut grips and the beautiful nickeling that Colt had been known for. These guns are single action, and as anyone that's familiar with Colt firearms, the single actions, they have a 4-click mechanism, which you can spell out Colt, which would be C-O-L-T, and then that would put the firearm into action, ready to fire. Now, different from, or similar to the early Rugers, but different from the single action guns by Ruger in today's market, these you have to have it on half cock to be able to rotate the cylinder. And then you have 6 rounds in the cylinder, and you load them up. Each round, as people that are familiar with the single actions, you have an extractor that you align with the cylinder to extract the spent casings. And then this one probably would not be considered safe to carry a round underneath the hammer. Probably 5 rounds versus the 6 in there if you wanted to carry it, because it does not have any transfer bars like the Ruger single sixes developed in the early 1970s, like around 73. They started putting in the transfer bar system so you could carry a live round. This actually has the firing pin right there underneath the hammer. You can have it on quarter cock, but if the gun is dropped, it could potentially push the hammer into the firing pin and set off a round. So these, to be carried safely, you were not supposed to have a round underneath the chamber, or underneath the hammer. So you would have 5 rounds in the gun. This one is reminiscent of the early Colts. In order to, we're not going to disassemble the gun for cleaning, but in order to do the cleaning, you would have to have it on half cock, have the cylinder gate open, and then this one has a little screw that has to come out so you can remove the cylinder pin, and then you can take out the cylinder. Nowadays, the new Rugers and stuff, and even the new Frontier of Colt in the 70s had a spring-loaded bar that went across here, and you would just push that bar and then you could remove the cylinder rod. But this one is the early versions that you have to remove the screw in order to do that. So you have fixed sights on this, as like you would with the single action army, the Peacemakers. We have some 22 long rifle here. We're going to do a little shooting at the plate and show you how it does. So we're going to load, as you know, you load. Oops, getting a little dropping with these. Kind of hard to do this with the camera, but you're going to load 1 round at a time, rotate the cylinder to the next chamber. Some of these guns are, they may not shoot point of aim, so you kind of have to learn how your firearm, where it hits. to find out how you can do your sights, because again, these are fixed sights, and you're kind of at the mercy of that. So with that being said, we got a loaded cylinder. We'll take a few shots at the plate here with the Colt Single Action Frontier Scout. Okay, so now we fired all 6 rounds. Gonna put it on half cock, and then we use our extractor 1 turn at a time to eject our spent casings. And this mechanism will be the same with any single action revolver. It's just the mechanics of the Colt. You have to have it on half cock, and then you close your gate up. We'll drop our hammer back down and we're ready to fire again. Another little bit of information, these single action firearms are very good for training new shooters, because they're going to teach you a lot of the fundamentals of proper handgun operation. You're taking your time, 1 shot at a time. You can teach proper trigger control, proper form, and nobody is going to be just like speed shooting through these. They're just designed for you to take your time and get your accuracy and your proper gun control. So that's just another little positive with the single action firearms too. Okay, well, thank you from the 2 Lucky Gunners for watching our channel. Make sure you subscribe. We're looking forward to increasing our video audience, and thank you for watching today the video on the Colt Single Action Frontier Scout 22 long rifle. And as always, be safe with your firearms and shoot well. Thank you.